Hello there, Jinkies friends. Orlando here from pathofgenius.com, and this is the contemplation of the 54th Jinky. This contemplation is meant as a sample for a bigger program that will start on 22nd of January of 2024. And in this program, we are going through all of the 64 Jinkies as they transit the sun until the 21st January of 2025. So this will be a year-long program where you are invited not only to learn about the Jinkies, but also experiencing them, feeling them. And for the knowing part, I'm Orlando and I'm here to serve because I'm going through all of these Jinkies by putting them through the lens of the I Ching, through the lens of human design, and of course, the Jinkies. This is the 54th Jinky. And the 54 Jinky has the CD of Ascension, the gift of Aspiration, and the shadow of Greed. And let me start with the CD. The CD is Ascension. So it's very hard to explain the CDs. It's impossible. The CDs are out there. They are beyond. They are in the non-dual state. And our mind can perceive very good the dual states, but non-duality, not so much. This is why when we are, trying to explain CDs like love or ascension or awakening, it's very hard. Sometimes the poets can do this, or artists through paintings or sculptures or, I don't know, other forms of art. But they come so close, but not they're not there because we can't really explain these CDs, but we can feel them. So I'm here to ask you a question about you, and this question is meant to show you the path to this CD, or not, who knows. Are you afraid to let your fears be evaporated? Now, this is the question. Because the 54th Jinky is all about the material plane. It's about the mastery of the material plane. So Ascension is about transcending the material plane, but not transcending by running away from the material plane, but being but not being, because of the mastery of the material plane, you just don't need the material plane anymore, and you just ascend. And another question that came to me when I was contemplating this 54th Jinky is a really funny one, because I'm afraid of heights. And the question is like, how can you ascend if you are afraid of heights? No, how can you ascend if you are afraid of heights? And all of the contemplations will go back to fear. Fear is king in the material plane. It's the ultimate shadow state. In human design and in the Jinkies, the first line of every Jinky or hexagram or gate, whatever you want to call it, is about fear in the shadow state. Yeah. So in the material plane, we are all afraid of something. And if we don't transcend this fear, not running away from this fear, not evading this fear, but transcending, embracing this fear, like Richard Rudd, the author of the Jinkies, always says, if we can embrace the fear, then the gift will arise and the CD will be there. The CD is always there. Ascension is always there. So for this CD, particular CD, to appear in our lives, if our genetic makeup is having this 54 Jinky in it, we must let our fears be evaporated, transcended. And sometimes we hold on to these fears. We're dependent on these fears, and it's not really helping us here. So if we're in our relationships, if we think about our relationships, most of them are based on fear. We're going to talk in the I Ching. It's the 54th hexagram is the marrying maiden. And if the marrying maiden is marrying because of fear, or fear of not, not choosing right, of the fear of, growing old and not having a spouse, maybe that choice won't be the best, for her. So this contemplation will get back to this fear that we feel deep inside ourselves. And if we really can embrace this fear, the material plane will open to us, and all of the potential in the material plane will open. It's like relationships in the material plane, resources, money, everything that is needed. But the shadow is greed. So if we succumb to this fear, greed will be there. So greed is like um, trying to accumulate or possess in this lifetime, to buy and possess anything and everything, in the hope that the fear will go away if we do this. Maybe if I can have more money, I will be okay. If I will have a better relationship, I will be okay. If I'll have a better job or a better position, I'll be okay. And this is greed. Yeah, okay comes from us. Okay comes from aspiration, from aspiring to something that is beyond us. Because when we go beyond us, we don't find fear. This is why I think in the tribes there is no anxiety, there is no depression, no individual anxiety or individual depression, because every member of the tribe is not thinking only about himself or herself, but is thinking about the tribe as a whole. They can't imagine life, outside of the tribe. Yeah, and they are, joined with the tribe. If we can find in our, in our society, uh, this kind of aspiration, and unite with people that we resonate, now fear will diminish. Yeah. Because uh, when we have, like, when we are 20 people that we are working together, the responsibility will be like, statistically, mathematically, like 5% for each. But if we are, two or one people responsible for a project, for raising a child, it will be 100% or 50% responsibility. And there is a lot of pressure, and where is pressure, fear is there. So aspiration helps us to go beyond ourselves and finding like-minded people and uniting with them, and uniting our ideals, and living in this state. Because if we are alone, the fear surely comes. Because when we are alone, and it's not like solitude, where it's a state where we are alone, but we are, connected with everything. We feel this connection. Yeah, it's a beautiful connection. No, it's aloneness when we feel that we're isolated. Yeah, and we feel that we're inadequate, maybe. If we feel this fear, yeah, and if we fear, if we feel this isolation, it will be very, very, very hard for us to get out of it alone. So we need help, we need support. First we need help, then we need support. And then when this synergy, because this word from the 45th Jinki comes into mind, when this synergy comes into our life, fear is not so important anymore. No, because we feel embraced by life, because the group that supports us, that sustains us, it's life. We feel that life is with us. Yeah, and of course we can feel this in solitude. Some people are built that way, and they are prone to solitude, but others are not. And you know what kind of man or woman are you. So I have also a theme, before we go into the I Ching and the human design stuff, and also the Jinki stuff. The theme is the ambition to create a beautiful world for you and everyone else. Because this gene key, the 54th gene key, and combined with the 32nd gene key, we'll speak about this in the human design part, they're about ambition. And 54th gene key is the fuel for ambition. And if the ambition is only to get stuff for us, or relationships for us, and everything only for us, we're not really going to create a beautiful world for us and everyone else around us. Let's look around us. Let's look how our society is built. It's like everyone fends for himself or herself. And it's crazy out there. And they're all afraid. And from this culture of isolation and loneliness, nothing good can really come up. Okay, maybe something will, maybe this is necessary to come for people to come back to them, and to maybe come back to spirituality. But who knows? Some just lose themselves in this process. So the ambition is not an individual, gift or shadow, because the 54th gene key is a tribal gene key, not an individual one. So the ambition is about the tribal setting, is about the group, the family, but mostly about the community. So if the ambition is not only about us, but is about this group of like-minded people that were in resonance, and not using this group to isolate from other groups, but to build bridges, with other groups. If we have this ambition, our lives in this body will be easier, because we'll have everything that we need. When our genius is connecting with other geniuses around, wow, it's like one plus one is 150, not two. It's really amplified. The connection of geniuses really amplifies everything. So the creation will feed everyone. Yeah. So this is why the theme is not about us, our ambition, but it's like, okay, it's coming from us, but it's going outside. The ambition to create with others a beautiful world, of course, for us, but for everyone else. This gene key is transiting the sun from Friday, the 5th of January, from 11:45 p.m. UTC time, UTC, very important, through Thursday, through 11th of January, it's on the Thursday of 2024 at 12:10 p.m. UTC. Or yes, it's AM or PM. I think it's PM. Yeah. Okay. Let's go through the I Ching stuff, because it's very, very interesting. And I Ching always helps us to find the essence of the gene key. Why why does it have the gift of aspiration? Why does it have the shadow of greed? So the 54th hexagram is about marriage. In the old I Ching is the marrying maiden. Yeah, it's about the space that we decide, to connect with others. We connect with others from the space of fear, or from the space of calmness, because the lower trigram, the lake, is about inner calm. It's about inner quietness. Our waters inside, our waters are calm. We are centered. Yeah, our waters are not easily deranged. Yeah, this I think this is the word in English. Yeah. So and also the lake is about joy, about inner joy. It's like not laughing out loud. It's like inner laughter. It's the inner smile. And this lower trigram is very important because the lower trigram is active for like 44 days. It started in December, this lower trigram, the lake with the 10th gene key. It started in December and it will end when the 13th gene key will come up on the 2nd or the 3rd of February of 2024. So from December 2023, from the middle of December until the start of January, all of the gene keys, there are 8 gene keys that are transiting the sun, have this lower trigram active, the lake, the inner calm. And if we look on the upper trigram, we have thunder. Thunder is about awakening. Thunder is about green flags or red flags. So the married maiden. If this maiden can see the green flags and also the red flags of the other person that she's meant to marry, she can decide. She can decide if the marriage is really good for her or not. But if our inner calm is not there, if our inner waters are deranged, they are because of of our inner turmoil, then we cannot really see the signs. We cannot really hear the thunder. It's like when you are asleep in the morning and maybe you have an alarm clock, and that alarm clock is ringing, and you are not picking to snooze it or shutting it down, but you are just trying to sleep with it and say, okay, maybe if because you want to sleep. And you want you don't really consider that alarm clock, but it's bugging the hell out of you. This is the thunder. It's really bugging us. This upper trigram, all of the gene keys that have in the lower trigram or the upper trigram thunder are really about showing us. Yeah. It's about symbolism. It's about, hey, this is this is an alarm. Maybe you are exhausting yourself, maybe you are choosing an energy to have in your life, an energy that isn't resonating with you right now. And if we are not calm inside, we really won't want to hear this thunder, and we're going to go all in with our maybe obsessions, because sometimes our obsessions can be so powerful that we will not see or hear the alarm signs. Yeah. So this is about really being so calm inside that we can hear the thunder, that we can hear life. So this 54th gene key is asking you, okay, can you be still enough in yourself so you can perceive what is inside of you and around? And can you make decisions from this calm state, or do you need to be agitated and not considering all of the signs that life is is showing you? Life is always showing us signs. We just really have to open our senses to perceive them. Yeah. So also in the I Ching, the 54th gene key, as Richard writes in the gene keys book, is also interpreted as a woman that wants to marry a man that is that has another wife. And what will this woman do? you know, or if she will want to replace that other wife, from what energy is she entering in this relationship? Is she calm from inside, or she's like inner turmoil that said, okay, if I will have this man, my life will be resolved, everything will be fine. So that another woman is my is my nemesis, and I have to eradicate her. Because I'm going to go to the human design side. This channel in the human design that contains the 54th gene key or gate. In human design, gene keys are called gates. Is about hierarchy. It's about stepping on other people to go upper, to go up into the hierarchy. So that woman, from the example of the 54th hexagram, what will she do? She will, maybe from this inner calm state, will talk to the man, or maybe will talk to both the man and the other woman, and maybe figure something out and see if where is she entering, or she will go all in with stepping on that other woman, and to obtain the prize, the man. The material world, she will see herself as being the queen of the material world if she will marry that man. But of course, this is I'm not finding the word in English, but it's like not really like a joke, but yeah, it's an illusion. It's a fantasy. So in the gift state, and with this, I will end the I Ching part. We can interpret this hexagram as joy that awakens us. That inner joy, that inner smile. If we're doing things with that inner smile, and if we are doing things in the outside world, in this state, we are awake. And of course, we awaken others to life. And it's a wonderful, wonderful state. The 54th gate in the human design is the gate of ambition and is in the root center. Every gate or gene key or hexagram that is in this center, the root center, it's about pressure. It's pressure from inside the body. We have another center that is about pressure. This is the head center, but it's from above. This is the pressure from below. It's like evolutionary pressure. So this pressure is the pressure to succeed. The pressure to the 54th pressure, the gate of ambition. To succeed in the material world. But how will we do it? Because the shadow of the 32nd gate or gene key is failure. But for me, success is also a shadow state, because the gift is preservation. What will we learn from our failures, but also from our successes? What will we learn from that? And this pressure is intense. If we are lacking in our lives, this pressure will be immense. And if we compromise ourselves because of these pressures, not only that our problems will go away, but they will come back, stronger, more stronger than before. So how will we decide? Now, this is why the gift of aspiration is very, very important. To aspire to something that is beyond us, to aspire to flourish in this lifetime, to aspire to flourish with other human beings, and to inspire and to help other people aspire to greatness, but not in the detriment of other human beings. No, because then we fail. No, then we fail. We fail big time. And this society is failing big time because it's going down. It's not going to remain. All of societies crumbled. We are in the crumbling of this society. Yeah, it's a very volatile period of human history. Because we have a choice right now. The choice to go together and live together in a society that is sustainable, really sustainable, with free energy, with stuff like that. Or if our individual ambitions will get us to have more profit and profit from and take from other human beings, so we can live like kings and queens. But even if we are in the top of the hierarchy and we are living like kings and queens, the air is very rare there. It's like being on the top of the mountain, and it's very lonely. The king and queen, they don't have really lots of friends. They have subjects, but they really don't have friends, and they can't really be vulnerable. Yeah, because I'm thinking of the royal family in England, because it's the most visible royal family. They can't be vulnerable. They can't be vulnerable with their subjects. Because maybe they think if they will be vulnerable, they will be eradicated from history. And yeah, my dog is here, and she sighed here. It's yes. Yeah. So this is why um, the tribal is important. We have individual aspects inside us, we have collective aspects inside us, but we also have tribal aspects inside us. And this is what this jinky is is saying. Be together, my human friends, because together you are really strong. And not be together because of fear. No, be together because of aspiration. Because we can unite because of fear. When wars are started, people often come together and help themselves. And sometimes they help themselves because of fear, because they fear if they will not help themselves, they will die. But when the war ends, they go back to the same shit that they did before, because that commitment wasn't really from a place of inner calm, it was from fear. Yeah, so this is why our individual process is very important, to transcend fear, to embrace our wounding. If we really believe our wounding and even our traumas, I'm sorry to say it, but we are fucked. Yeah, big time. Yeah, so this is why we need to transcend this, embrace this, and heal ourselves. The 54th Jinki in the Jinkis has the path of aspiration. If you are familiar with the dream arc, I'm just going to point this to you, not really going into it. The power animal, as I like to say it, the gift animal is the wild boar. Yeah, if you are really into the dream arc, or wanting to explore this, go on the jinkies.com website, and there you can find the course or other materials that are about this symbolic or abstract part of the jinkies. Yeah. So going back to the logical part, because this is what we are doing here, exploring this with feeling of where, of course, we are feeling this energy that is coming, the 54th gift and shadow, of course, and see the energy. We are feeling, this is the abstract, and the logical is we are learning about it. We are learning because information really helps because it really opens up our perspectives. So the 54 Jinky has a programming partner. The programming partner is the opposition. I put the 54 and the 53 hexagrams here, the programming partners, and you can see them, they complete each other, where one has a strong line, a masculine line, the other has, a weak line, a feminine line, a receptive line. And this is like they're mirroring each other. So together they tell the story. So if we are looking at the shadows, greed and immaturity, and the gifts, aspiration and expansion. If you want to grow, this really takes us to the lesson of how can we grow in this world, in this material plane. And the answer in this is in these two jinkies, the aspiration and the expansion. And the shadow states, they show us the alarm signs that when they go off, when we feel this greed, and when when our inner waters are not calm, and this immaturity comes up, and we want to decide by a whim, and to decide from hope, but not hope that is aligned with life, no hope that is based on fear, then yeah, we fail. Yeah, we fail miserably. Even if we succeed, we fail. Yeah, because the greed is, it won't end. Look at the people that are like billionaires, like have tens or hundreds of billions of dollars, and they want more. Yeah, and they want more and more and more and more. And where will this go? This can't go on forever. Something will break, and society will break. And then their money that they're accumulating won't mean shit. Yeah, maybe they're smart and investing in gold or other things, but yeah, if we're going to the society of auto sustainability, then yeah, I don't know what to say about their investments then. Yeah, so the aspiration is like, okay, let me find the people that are in resonance with me and build with them, and work on stuff together, not in isolation, but together. Even if someone is like, like a solo person that is working best alone, that person to build something that is that can help society needs other people that will empower that creative endeavor. So we're not really alone here. Even if we are building a product and we are selling, we need clients. The clients are working with us, to empower our products. And if we embrace this kind of thinking, and we see that we are not really alone, now our perception will widen, will expand, the gift of expansion. Yeah. So, and then the material world will be like, easier. Now, to fulfill our expectations in the material world will be very easy. Now, if we need money, we'll have money. If we need, relationships, we will have relationships. We have them already, but okay, I'm going to use the future. We'll have them. Yeah. Anything we really need, it will be there. Because some people say, I'm too old for having a relationship, because who will, want to be in a relationship with someone this old? Come on, there are people that are resonating with you out there. But what are you emanating? This is the most important question. If you are emanating that inner smile with you, life will smile back to you. This is the path of aspiration. And this is, with this I will end. The 54 Jinky is from the codon ring of seeking. All of these Jinkies, the 15th, the 39th, 52nd, 58th, 53rd, and of course the 54th, these are all about what we seek in this material plane, in this lifetime. And the 54th Jinky with this, inner smile is like telling all other Jinkies in his codon ring, look at me, I'm beautiful. We are beautiful. Let's work together. Yeah. Hope you like this contemplation. Yeah, I can say I had I was nervous about doing this because, as a sample, all of it has to be perfect. Yeah, but it just went, I think, in the right direction. It wasn't perfect by no means, but I think the message got through you. And if you resonated with what happened here, maybe you'll want to see the program and what can this program offer to you. And it's very affordable, and it's about commitment, of course. And it's like being together with other like-minded people for 1 year. And we'll be together, even if we are far away in the world, we'll be together. We'll have means of contacting each other. Yeah, we on the website, on the Path of Genius website, we'll have a place where we can communicate. But also, I'll encourage everyone to make, like WhatsApp or Telegram. I'm using WhatsApp mostly, but I also can use Telegram group so we can, share what we are experiencing. And think about this, being in this supportive group for 1 year. It can be magical. And as I said, I'm doing this in Romania, and we're almost at the end. And in this group, people that are participants, they went through all of all kinds of experiences. Some they deemed like they were beautiful experience, some that gave them grief. But if the ones that committed to, okay, I'm going through this process. Maybe this thing that gave me grief is important for me, so I can grow. Maybe it wasn't, something that wasn't okay for me went away from my life. Yeah. So if these people, and as I've seen, they can and they feel supported, just go on and just keep going through the as the American says, or the English people, going through the motions, and staying committed to this process, and connecting with life, because this program is about connecting with life, connecting with the program of life, and feeling the energies that are around us, and feeling how we are supported by life and sustained by life and helped by life, and how life shows us, red flags or green flags, and it's magic. And I'm just going to show you something. Yeah, I'm going to show you really fast. This is a year of contemplations. Everyone has a contemplation here, and yeah, how it looks like. This is the Romanian program. The April, May, the Jinkies, the trigrams. We're also speaking about the trigrams here. June, July, August, September, October, November, December, and now we're on January. Yeah, and people, yeah, courageous people went through this. It's like, I think it's like 23 or 24 hours of contemplations there, maybe more. Yeah, but being part of this experience, I think, is the most important. Yeah. So I encourage you to look it up. It's on the website pathofgenius.com. You'll have the link and also the costs there. I feel they're more symbolic than, it's not like a very expensive program. I think it's reasonably priced. And this is a means to support ourselves in the process. I'm giving, this to you, these interpretations, these contemplations, and of course, I'm receiving support through money, and of course through your experiences that you share. And it's for me, it's a very rewarding, process. Yeah, I can't find another word for that. So hoping that we'll see each other in the future. Yeah, Orlando here, as I said, from pathofgenius.com, and I'm really glad that you stayed through the end. Have a nice day or night. Bye-bye.